been a peace tonight. Thrice of Calpurnia in her sleep cried out, "Help, ho, for they murder Caesar." Who's within?
My lord.
Go bid the augurs do the sacrifice and bring me their opinions of success.
I will, my lord.
Since, therefore, as on bended knee, begs that I do stay at home today.
This vision is all a misinterpreted. It was a fair and fortunate vision. Your statue spouting blood from many pipes, in which smiling Romans came to bathe. And many men from far away came to press for tinctures, cures, relics, and cognizance. This, by Calpurnia's dream, is interpreted.
Thus have you well expounded it.
My sad brow I shall unfold to thee, as we are good for hounds. This shall make our purpose necessary and not envious. So appearing to the common eye, we shall be called purgers, not murderers. And as for Mark Antony, think not of him. He can do no more than Caesar's arm when Caesar's head is off.
Here, I fear him, for in the engrafted love he bears for Caesar.
Oh, alas, good Cassius, do not think of him. If he loves Caesar, all that he can do is to himself take thought and die for Caesar.
Maybe lean. Or Brutus. you stirred as well. What is the clock?
Caesar, 'tis struck an 8.
Antony, who revels long a night, is notwithstanding up. Good morrow,
Oh, Caesar!
my friends, come. Let us taste of some wine.
Come here, good fellow. Which way hast thou been?
At my own house, my lady.
What is the clock?
9 hour.
Has Caesar yet gone to the capital?
Not yet, but I will follow to see him.
Thou hast some suit to Caesar, hast thou not?
I do, my lady, and if Caesar is so noble to grant me audience, then I will beseech him to befriend himself.
Why? Notice any harms intended towards him?
Not that I'm aware of, but many by chance. Fare thee well, my lady.
Marcher come.
Aye, Caesar, but not God.
Ah, Tiberius doth desire me to read to you at your best leisure in your humble suit.
What? At your petition in the street, come to the capital.
I wish your enterprise today may thrive.
What enterprise, Pompilius?
Fare you well.
What said Popilius Lena?
He wished today our enterprise might thrive.
You was first to raise your hand.
Are we all ready? What is there then amiss that Caesar and his senates must redress?
Most high, most mighty, most puissant Caesar, Martellus doth throw before thy seat an humble heart.
Thy brother is by decree banished. If thou dost pray and beg and fawn for him, then I spurn thee like a cur out of my way. Caesar does not wrong without cause.
Most worthy Caesar, is there no voice more worthy than mine own to sound more sweetly in thy ear for the repealing of my banished brother?
I kiss thy hand, but not in flattery, Caesar, desiring thee that Publius Cimber may have an immediate freedom of repeal.
What, Brutus?
Pardon, Caesar. Caesar, pardon. As well as to thy foot doth Cassius kneel to beg enfranchisement for Publius Cimber.
I could well be moved if I were as you, and if I could pray, prayers would move me. But I am as constant as the northern star, of whose fixed, ever-resting quality there is no fellow in the firmament. The skies are filled with unnumbered sparks, and each one of them doth shine. But there's but one in all that doth hold its place. So it is in the world. 'Tis furnished well with men. Men are as of flesh and blood, and apprehensive. Yet in their number I do know but one, unshaked of motion, and that I am he. Let me a little show it even in this, for I was constant that Simba should be banished, and constant do remain to keep him so.
Oh, Caesar.
What, wilt thou lift up Olympus?
Why, this Caesar!
Does Brutus bootless kneel?
Speak then for me!
It's you, Brute? For Caesar.
Liberty! Freedom! Tyranny is dead! Quiet and hence! Proclaim criers about the streets!
Some of you to the common pulpit and cry out, liberty, freedom, and enfranchisement!
Ignorant senators, be not affrighted. Fly not. Stand stiff. Ambition's debt is paid.
Go to the pulpit, Brutus!
Yes! Cassius, too!
Where's Popilius?
Here, quite confounded with this mutiny.
Stand fast! Should some friend of Caesar's chance, stand
Talk
fast!
not of standing. Stoop, Romans, stoop, and wash and bathe our hands in Caesar's blood up to the elbows, and besmear our swords. Then walk we forth even unto the marketplace, and waving our red weapons o'er our heads, cry, peace, freedom, liberty!
And worse! Very well. I know not what you intend. Who else must be let blood? Who else of rank? That is, if I myself, then there can be no fit place as this at Caesar's death hour. No instrument, half the worth as those thy daggers, still rich with the blood of the most noblest man in this world.
Appear bloody and cruel as by our hands, and this the conduct that we do. Yet see you but our hands, and this the bleeding business they have done. Our hearts you see not, they are pitiful, and pity to the general Rome, O Rome. As fire drives out fire, so pity, pity hath done this deed on Caesar.
Now yours, Caius Cassius, will I take. Now yours, Decius Brutus. Yours, Metellus. And yours, Cinna. And yours, most valiant Casca. And last, but not last in our love, good Trebonius. O Caesar, that I did love thee, it is true. And if thy spirit now look upon us, oh, it must grieve thee dearer than thy death to see thy Anthony making peace with thine enemies and shaking the bloody fingers of thy foes. Oh, Julius, Pardon me. Here wast thou bade, brave heart. Here stand thy hunters. Here in this place, crimsoned with thy leaf, signed with thy spoil. Oh. O world, thou wast the forest to this heart. And indeed, O world, this was the heart of thee. So now, cut down, strucken by these many princes to lie. So no.
Mark Antony!
Caius Cassius! Caesar's enemies would say this of
Preach
him.
has ended. It shall be so, as thou sayest. Prepare the body then, and follow us. Oh, forgive me, thou bleeding piece of earth, that I am so meek and gentle with these butchers! Thou art the ruins of the most noblest man that ever lived in our tide of times. Woe to him who spilt thy costly blood. For I do prophesy o'er thy wounds, a curse shall light on all the limbs of men. Domestic fury and fierce civil strife shall cumber all the parts of Italy. Blood and destruction shall be in so use, and dreadful objects so familiar, that mothers shall smile when they do behold their infants quartered at the hands of war. All pity shall be choked by common sense and lack of fell. And Caesar shall come raging for revenge, with Mars at his side, hot from hell. And in these confines, like a monarch, cry, havoc, and let slip the dogs of war! As the smell of this foul deed shall up above on the earth like carrion men stink, like them groaning for burial. Who comes there? You are Octavius's man, are you not?
I am Mark Antony.
For mine eyes do water at the sight of thine own sorrow teeming from thine eyes. Where be Octavius now?
He lies tonight within 7 leagues of Rome.
Post you back hence, and tell him what hath chanced. And say that this is a Rome in mourning, a dangerous Rome, a Rome not safe for Octavius yet. And yet, stay a while, until I have borne this corpse into the marketplace, and there, in my oration, will I try and sense how the common people feel about this bloody deed and cruel issue. Once that is discerned, hie hence with speed to Octavius, and tell him all that hath entrusted. Come, lend me a hand.
Believe me for my honor, and give respect to my honor that you may believe. If there be any in this assembly, any dear friend of Caesar's, to him I say, Brutus' love to Caesar was no less than his. If that friend demand why Brutus rose against Caesar, this is my answer. Not that I loved Caesar less, but that I loved Rome more. Had Caesar were living, to die all slaves, that if he be dead, to live all freemen. As Caesar loved me, I weep for him. As he was fortunate, there's joy for that. As he was valiant, I honor him. But as he was ambitious, I slew him. His tears for his love, joy for his fortune, honor for his valor, and death for his ambition. Who is here so vile, so base that would be a bondsman? If any, speak. For him I have offended. Who is here so rude that would not be a Roman? If any, speak. For him have I offended. Who is here so far that would not love his country? If any, speak. For him I have offended. I pause for a reply. Here comes his body. Mourned by Mark Antony, who, though he had no hand in his death, shall have the benefits of his dying, a place in the commonwealth, as which of you shall not? With this, I depart. That as I slew my best lover for the good of Rome, I have the same dagger for myself when it shall please my country to need my death.
We'll take him to his home with triumph.
Good friends, let me depart alone. Stay here with Antony. Do grace to Caesar's corpse, and grace his speech, which Antony shall make tending to Caesar's glories, which by our permission he is allowed to make. I do entreat you, let no man depart save I alone, till Antony has spoke.
Stand ho, let us hear Mark Antony.
Antony, ascend!
I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. Evils that men do live after them. The good is oft interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you he was ambitious. If this be so, it be a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it.
So he has.
Here, by leave of Brutus and the rest, all of them honourable men.
Aye, truly honourable.
Nor come I to speak at Caesar's funeral. It was my friend, always good and just to me. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honourable man.
Aye, he's honourable.
Caesar brought many captives home to Rome. The general coffers with their ransoms did he fill? Did this seem in Caesar ambitious? When that the poor did cry, Caesar wept with them. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus, and Brutus is an honourable man. Yes, Brutus says he was ambitious. As you know, Brutus is an honourable man. I come not to disprove what Brutus says, but only to speak to you of that which I know. Oh, judgment, thou art fled to brutish beasts, and all reason hath left men. You must pardon me. My heart lies there in Caesar's coffin. I must pause a while. Give me leave.
Antony weeps.
Methinks.
The word of Caesar might have stood against the world. Now lies he here with no one but the poor to do him reverence. Go, masters! If I were disposed to stir your hearts and minds to mutiny and rage, why, I would do Brutus wrong. And Cassius wrong. And all of them wrong, for they are all honourable men. But I would rather wrong the dead, wrong myself, wrong you, than to wrong such honourable men. But here's a parchment with the seal of Caesar on it.
Read it!
I found it in his closet. It is his will. Let the commons hear this testament. For pardon me, I must not read it. And you will kiss for Caesar's wounds. You will dip your napkins in his sacred blood. You will pluck a hair from him in memory. And dying, you will mention it in your wills, bequeathing it as a rich legacy unto your issue. Have patient friends. I must not read it. It is not me to know how Caesar is. You are not wood, you are not stones, you are men. And being men, bearing Caesar's will, it will inflame you, it will enrage you. It is not good. You know, you are his heirs. For if it should, what would become of it? I fear those honourable men who bore their daggers and that have stabbed Caesar. I fear them. You will compel me then to...
Aye!
Then make a ring. I will show you him who may save. You are coming to
Give it to us!
tears. Prepare to shed them now. Well, this is Caesar's mantle. You all know.
Aye, so we do.
I remember it. The first time he ever put it on. It was a summer's evening in his tent. The day he overcame the nervi.
Aye, good day. Good summer.
Look. Look. Here. Through here. Cassius' dagger went through. And see what a rent the envious Casca made. And through this, the beloved Brutus stabbed. And as he plucked away his dagger, mark how Caesar's sweet blood followed it, rushing forth out of doors, as though to resolve itself when Brutus so unkindly knocked. Oh, but this, as you know, was how Caesar thought of Brutus as Caesar's angel. Holy gods, how dearly was Brutus beloved of Caesar.
So he was.
And this is the most unkindest cut of all.
So it is.
For when Caesar saw Brutus stab in gratitude, as strong as the arms of traitors, quite vanquished him. And his great mighty heart burst.
Terrible.
And there, with his mantle ruffled up about his face, quite under the base of Pompey's statue ran the red blood. And there, Caesar fell. Oh, and what a fall was there, my gentlemen.
Oh, piteous sight!
Oh, sorrow.
Oh, there, he fell, I fell, and you fell, we all fell, for up above us flourished treason!
Just for the hands of traitors.
I see you weep now. I do perceive, I feel a dint of pity. I thank you for your gracious tears. Nobles, what? Will you cry when you behold Caesar's vesture wounded? What then? When you do behold, how mad he is! You see, mad by traitors! Let me not stir you up with this sudden flourish of mutiny. No. They that have done this are honourable men. Private griefs they have, I know not. But I doubt not that they will give their answers in reasons to you.
Justice.
I come not to steal away your hearts. I am no orator, as Brutus is. I am a plain, blunt man, come to speak in love of my friend, that they know, that gave me public leave to do so.
Yes.
So they did. So they did.
They did.
Oh, I speak right on. I have no words, no wit, no wisdom, no utterance, nor public speech to stir your blood.
Kill them!
But I speak only,
Burn them!
but I only speak of what I know of my dear friend. If I were Brutus, and Brutus, if he were Anthony, then what an Anthony there would be to give these speeches. Aye. For he would ruffle up your spirit. He would put tongues in every wound of Caesar. Rome, would you? The very stones of Rome to mutiny. Peace, my friends, for you know not what you say. For I have not told you.
The will!
The will!
Tell us what it says, Anthony.
Herein, Caesar has deserved your loves. I must tell you then.
Aye.
Here is this will. And under Caesar's seal, to every Roman citizen he gives, to every several man, 75 drachms. All his walks and private arbors, his newly planted is left to you, and to your heirs forever, common pleasures to be used to walk around and recreate yourselves. Here, Caesar, when comes another? Never! And burn it in the holy place! We'll fail them traitors! Caesar! Now let it work. Mischief, thou art afoot. Take what course thou wilt. And now, fellow?
Sir, Octavius is already come to Rome.
And thither will I straight. He comes on a wish. Fortune is merry. And this will put everyone in a good will and give us anything.
I heard him say, Brutus and Cassius are rid like madmen through the gates of Rome.
Belike they had notice of the people, how I would stir them up and how I moved them. Come, bring me to Octavius.
With Caesar. But the dream was a fantasy and unfortunate, and I have no will to go forth, but something compels me to go on.
What's your name? What's you 12? Are you a married man or a bachelor? Where are you going?
I will answer thee fairly, quickly, truly.
Where are you going?
Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? I am going to Caesar's funeral.
As a friend or an enemy?
Oh, always as a friend.
What's your name?
My name? My name is Sinner.
Kill him!
I'm Sinner the poet.
Kill him for his bad verses!
And now, Octavius, I have informations and summonses, great things. Brutus and Cassius are levying powers, and we must straight make head.
So?
Therefore, let all our alliances and friends be combined, our best friends made, and our means stretched as far.
Aye.
And let us presently sit in council, so that covert matters may be disclosed, and open perils best answered.
Let us do so. For we are at the stake and bade about with many enemies.
Indeed we are.
Some who smile, I fear, have it in their hearts millions of mischiefs.
This Casca, he must be pricked. Yes. And Cassius, of course. Prick Cassius shall not.
Stand up!
Stand up!
What now, Lucilius? Is Cassius near?
Pindarus' master comes to grant you service.
He greets me well. Your master, Pandarus, in his own change, or by all officers, hath given me cause to wish things done undone. But if he be near, I shall be satisfied.
I do not doubt my master will give you honor, and I assure you he will not let you down.
He is not doubted. Lucilius, so what? How he received you, let me be satisfied.
He received with most warm welcome, but was not as expected in the past.
What thou hast described is a hot friend cooling. Ever note, Lucilius, it uses and enforces ceremony. Come to
because I knew the man was slighting off.
You wronged yourself to write in such a manner. Let me tell you, Cassius, you yourself are much condemned to have an itching palm, to sell and mark your offices for gold to undeservers.
An itching palm? You are Brutus that speak of this, or else by the gods this speech were else your last.
The name of Cassius honours this corruption, and therefore chastisement doth hide his head.
Chastisement?
Remember March, the Ides of March, remember? Did not great Caesar bleed for justice' sake? What villain touched his body that did stab, and not for justice? What shall one of us that stabbed the foremost man of all this world, but for supporting robbers? Shall we now contaminate our fingers with base bribes and sell the massive space of our large offices for so much trash that may be grasped dust? I had rather be a dog and bay the moon than such a Roman.
Brutus, Bain, not me, I'll not enjoy it. You forget yourself to hedge me in like this. I am a soldier. I, older in practice, abler than yourself to make conditions.
No, too, you are not.
I am.
You are not.
Urge me no more, I shall forget myself. Have mind upon your health, take me no further.
Away, slight man.
Is it possible?
Hear me, for I will speak. Must I give way and room to your rash choler? Should I be frighted when a madman stares?
Oh, ye gods, must I endure this?
Yes, all this, aye, more. Go, show your slaves how choleric you are, and make your bondsmen tremble. Fret till your proud heart breaks. Should I cower? Must I budge? Must I observe you? Must I stand and crouch under your testy humour? By the gods, you shall digest the venom of your spleen, though it do split you. For from this day forth, I'll use you for my mirth, yea, for my laughter when you are wasping.
Has it come to this?
You say you are a better soldier. Make it true. Make your vaunting true, and I shall be well satisfied. For my part, I should be glad to learn of noble men.
You wrong me every way. You wrong me, Brutus. I said an elder soldier, not a better. Did I say better?
If you did, I care not.
Take me no more. I shall forget myself. I may do that I shall be sorry for.
You have done that you should be sorry for. There is no terror, Cassius, in your threats. For I am armed so strongly in honesty, they pass by me like the idle wind, which I regard not. I sent to you for certain sums of gold, which you denied me, for I can raise no money by vile means. By heaven, I would rather coin my heart and drop my blood for drachmas than wring from the hard hands of peasants their vile trash than any indirection. I did send to you for gold to pay my allegiance, which you denied me. Was this done like Cassius? Should I have answered Caius Cassius so? Well, when Marcus Brutus grows so covetous to hide such rascal coins from his friends, be ready, gods, with all your thunderbolts. Dash him to pieces!
I denied you not!
You did!
I did not! He was but a friend, enemy that brought my answer back. Brutus had ripped my heart. A friend should bear his friend's infirmities, but Brutus makes mine greater than they are.
I do not till you practice them on me.
You love me not.
I do not like your faults.
A friendly eye should never see such faults.
The flatterers would not, though they do up here as huge as high Olympus.
Oh, come, Antony, and young Octavius, come and revenge yourselves alone on Cassius. For Cassius is a weary of the world, hated by the one he loves. Here is my dagger, and here my naked breast, within a heart dearer than Plutus is mine, richer than gold. If thou beest a Roman, take it forth. I that denied thee gold would give my heart. Strike, as thou didst at Caesar. For I know when thou didst hate him worse, thou lovest him better than ever thou lovest Cassius.
Sheath your dagger. Be angry when you will, it shall have scope. Do what you will, dishonour shall be human. Oh, Cassius, you are yoked with a lamb that bears anger as a flint bears fire. Who much enforced shows a hasty spark and straits his cold again.
Have Cassius left a be but mirth and humour to his Brutus when grief and blood ill temper vexed him?
When I said that, I was ill-tempered too.
Do you confess so much? Give me your hand.
And my heart.
Oh, Brutus.
What's the matter?
Have not you love enough to bear with me when this rash humour which my mother gave me makes me forgetful?
Yes, Cassius. And when you're over earnest with your Brutus, he'll think your mother chides and leave you so. Come, Tintinius, Messala, bid our commanders prepare to lodge their troops tonight.
And come yourselves together, and bring Messala immediately to
Weary
us.
of many griefs.
Of your philosophy you make no use when you give place to accidental evils.
No man bears sorrow better. Portia is dead.
Portia?
She is dead.
How escaped I came down when I crossed you so. Oh, it's a point of orders doing himself offence, whilst we lying in rest are full of dress, defence, nimbleness, and rest.
Good reasons must of force give way to better. The people twixt Philippi and this ground do stand but in a forced affection, for they have grudged us contribution. The enemy coming on by them shall make a greater number up, come on refreshed, full added, and encouraged. From this advantage we shall cut them off, if at Philippi we do meet them there, these people at our back.
Very good, brother.
As you were, leads on to fortune. Omitted and all the voyage of their lives is bound in shallows and in miseries. On such a full sea are we now afloat, and we must take the current where it leads, or else lose our ventures.
And with your will go on. We'll along ourselves and meet them at Philippi.
Art thou anything? Art thou some god, some devil, or some angel? Speak to me what thou art.
Thy evil spirit, Brutus.
Why comest thou?
To tell thee that thou shalt see me at Philippi.
Well, I shall see thee again at Philippi.
Aye, at Philippi.
Why, then I shall see thee at Philippi.
Our prayers are answered. You said the enemy would not come down, keep the hills in the upper regions. It proves not so. Their battles are at hand. They mean to warn us here at Philippi, answering before we do demand of them.
Their hearts are in my bosoms, and I know their thoughts. They may be content to move to higher places, and then to visit them anon, and come down upon us with bearing dreadful faces, thinking that they may be brave. But it is not so, I assure you. Now, Octavius, take your battles on the left-hand side, and go across the even ground.
Nay, upon the right hand I keep thou the left.
Why do you cross me in this exigent?
I do not cross you, but I will do so.
Ich standeth with a parley.
Stand fast, Octavius. We must out and talk.
Shall we give sign of battle?
No. Let them charge us first, O great Caesar. Go forth and parley with the generals.
Stay not until the signal.
Words before blows, is it so, countrymen?
Not that we love words better as you do, Brutus.
Good words are better than bad strokes, Octavius. Even by the rule of that philosophy, by which I did blame Cato for the death which he did give himself. I know not how, but I do find it cowardly and vile, for fear of what might fall, so to prevent the time of life. Arming myself with patience to stay the providence of higher powers that govern us below. Forever. Farewell, Cassius. If we should meet again, why, we shall smile. If not, why then, this parting was well made.
If forever and forever, farewell, Brutus. If we do meet again, we'll smile indeed. If not, this parting was well made.
Why then, lead on. Oh, that a man might know the end of this day's business ere it comes. But it sufficeth that the day will end, and then the end is known. Right, ho! Lead on!
Brutus bid me give it thee, and I will do his bidding. O ye gods, this is a Roman's part. Come Cassius' sword, and find Tintinius' heart.
Thy spirit walks abroad and turns our swords in our own proper entrails.
Brave Tintinius, look, whether he had not crowned dead Cassius.
Are yet 2 Romans living such as these? The last of all the Romans fared you well. It is impossible that ever Rome shall breed thy fellow. Friends, I owe more tears to this dead man than you will see me pay. I shall find time, Cassius. I shall find time. Come therefore, and his body to Thasos. His funeral shall not be in our camp, lest it disquiet us. Messala, come. And come, young Cato. 'Tis 3 o'clock, and Romans yet are night. We shall try our honour in a second fight. I met no man, but he was true to me. I shall have honour by this losing day, more than Octavius and Antony by this vile conquest shall attain unto. And so, farewell to thee. Brutus' tongue has almost finished his life's history. Night hangs upon my eyes, and my bones would rest that have thus laboured to attain this hour. Kill thee not with half so good a will.
No man else have any honour by it.
To all that serve Brutus, I will entertain them. Fellow, wilt thou bestow thy time with me?
if Masala will prefer me to you.
Do so, good Masala.
How died my master, Strauss?
I held out his sword and he did run upon it.
Octavius, then take him to follow thee. They did the latest service to my master.